HTB family, how's it going? Welcome to Hold the Ball. Hope you guys are well. Thanks again for tuning in. Yes, due to a recent poll I made, the Storm came out on top, and because of that, we're going to be pretending that I'm a devout Storm fan, right? The Sharks will be hosting the Storm, my team, for this week. I'll be giving you guys my thoughts and all that jazz there. It's basically a preview. But in saying that, before I get into it, DJ, hit that intro. Guys, it's not that often that I, sort of follow another team, quote unquote, anyway, for the week. But the Warriors aren't here, so we may as well make do. Now, I'll be going through the squads, my thoughts on the squads, strengths and weaknesses, top 5 players to watch for, prediction conclusion. So, in saying that, let's get into it. All right, guys, so the squad for the Storm is Pappenhuisen at fullback, and then Edemir as well as Anderson at the wings. The centres are Seve as well as Olam. The halves see Meany as well as Hughes, and the props are Bromwich as well as Nelson Sofa Solomona. The hooker is Brandon Smith. Second rows are Lewis as well as Kenny Bromwich, and the lock is King. The bench sees Wishart, Kamika, McDonald as well as Grant, that is Jordan Grant, and the reserves see Tonu Maipea, Howarth, Nikorima, Smoothie, as well as Garlic. So that's the squad there. Yeah, look, my thoughts on the squad overall, obviously, it is, we have a pretty strong squad, to be fair with you guys. Obviously, Munster being out there for our origin duties, which will definitely hurt us. But in saying that, Pappenhuisen as well coming back, as since last week as well, is a bit of a, good timing in a degree, in a sense. Hughes as well is ever consistent in my opinion, and you sort of reflect on last week's game against Manly where we absolutely got pummeled, and it's not really great at all, right? However, in saying that, in the last 10 minutes, obviously we had come back, but the point is we still lost, and had things not sort of gone our way, it could have been even uglier. But that's just the team we are. We like to come back, or at least try to. We're always in the game, and our results sort of show that anyway. But overall, the squad here, it's a good squad. Obviously, I Nelson Asofa Solomona, off the bench there, you got Kamika, Wishart as well, who's a very good, handy utility in my opinion. Obviously, McDonald as well as Grant there again. The depth there is good, considering. I like it. Nikorima, Tonu Maipea as well, in the reserves there. Good squad. Generally, can't complain. Olam as well, right? I mean, goodness me. Yeah, it's a good squad. Yeah, look, for our weaknesses and strengths, I mean, look, if you sort of reflect on how we've been playing in the last couple of weeks, it's been a pretty good, strong performance. I think, besides the loss last week where we absolutely got pummeled to bits there. And look, collectively speaking, I think it was just an afternoon or a night, so to speak, where it was just very poor, right? And the results definitely showed. But like I said, we sort of come back. So I guess for us, the weakness would be sometimes not adjusting, or perhaps not focusing, not concentrating. So yeah, I think we got to definitely know how to sort of mitigate that. As for the strengths, well, we're a very good team. I mean, offensively, we know how to sort of move things around, particularly in the halves there. Obviously, again, with Munster being out, it does hurt us a bit, but Jerome Hughes is somebody we can trust there. Our spine as well is not a bad spine at all, actually. So, again, it is what it is there with the squad. Overall, though, in terms of our strengths, like I said, offensively, we're good. Defensively, we're good. Not too much there to sort of, I guess, look down on. I think we're pretty... stock for talent, so to speak, and as a team overall, we know how to usually get the job done. So it is a home game to the Sharks. You wouldn't have known that, but look, I'll give them the courtesy first. So I'll be giving you guys my top 5 for them. So first for mine would be Kennedy. He's a threat, full stop. Raymond, he'll be a very tough challenge. It'll be him against Olam. So that's a beautiful matchup all on its own. Worth the ticket price alone. Look, Nico Hines as well, right? Overall, a good player has been grown, and obviously, again, he'll be playing against his old team there, us, right? And the likes of Finucane, as I mentioned beforehand, as well, in terms of, similar to Hines, being a player that used to play for the Storm. He too, as well, will be one to watch out for. And last but not least, Fita off the bench. Again, it's a very good top 5 pick for mine anyway. Look, for the Storm, I've got Pappenhuisen, right? For his running, his gap finding, he's a very electric player, and it'll be one that'll be needed, absolutely. Justin Olam for mine. I talk about that battle prior with him and Raymond. That's going to be one to watch, and I cannot wait to watch it unfold. Again, Olam, physically imposing, an absolute beast, and somebody to watch out for. Next as well, I have is Hughes. We all know what Hughes can do on a good day, let alone even a day when things aren't going too well. He can still manage the game well. He can still pass well, run well. Supports plays is very good. And his general kicking play will be able to help the Storm all over the park, I think, anyway. Other one is Jesse Bromwich as well. His leadership, obviously, the strength he carries, the fitness as well on top of that. But another thing as well is just the fact that he's just somebody who sets the foundation, sets the tone for the forwards up the front, I believe anyway. His leadership is well needed, and he'll be a good player as well. And Smith as well, right? Last but not least, Brandon Smith. We all know what the Hectic Cheese can do on a good day, and he'll be somebody that I think will be looking back at his game and think he could have done a bit more. Granted, though, it was a close game in the end, but I think Hectic Cheese will be ready for this one here, absolutely. And just a side note as well, obviously, Golf Footy not on the team too as well, due to our personal reasons. We all know Cronulla had a win that had to be won against the Bulldogs, an absolute, like 15 years of age, you're loving it, right? Very wet, very muddy, very slippery, that sort of game there. But I had a win over the Bulldogs nonetheless. Difficult situations, but they managed to walk out well. As for us, we got to look our wounds against Manly here. But here is another week. It's a new week, and I think we do have what it takes. So, yeah, look, my prediction here, I think it'll be a very good, strong arm wrestle. I'm not sure how the weather is going to be going, but assuming that it's going to be A-OK, sort of. I think I might have to, sort of back the boys here to do the job here. Again, the boys that I mentioned will be good enough anyway. It is going to be a very tough battle to watch, though, in the middle. It is all about the forwards, I reckon, in this game here in particular. But I still think the Storm can definitely take it and run with it, so to speak. But, look, for mine, I want to be tipping the Storm here to win. I reckon Cronulla will be 12 points and a Storm will be 20 points, or 22. So 12 points Cronulla, 22 points Storm. But, Storm for me to win the game. Yeah, I touched on it before. Concentration cost us and against Manly, and look, I don't see the Storm making that same mistake twice. It hasn't been their best season in terms of records, but it's been a season where the Storm have been learning, and we have been as well. Obviously, the coach wasn't too pleased with how we performed, and so I guess the team as a whole, right, will be looking to try and rectify that. And Manly, unfortunately, got the better of us, but I think the Sharks are going to be the sacrificial lamb here, in my opinion. But yeah, look, it's going to be a tough, grinding game. In saying that, though, obviously I'm backing the Storm to win, but if they don't win and the Sharks do win, there's probably a few excuses to be fair. But in saying that, though, I still think Storm do have the firepower overall, and I think, the Storm should be looking forward to this game and looking at this game here as a place to sort of rectify themselves from last week anyway. All right, guys, so there you go, right? I put on my Storm hat for that moment there. It was weird, but, it was interesting. But anyway, a different perspective. If you're a Storm fan, tell me how you think I went with the review. If you're somebody who's here to have a bit of a laugh, or maybe I was that close to, reviewing your team. Maybe you want me to review your team. Let me know. You never know what the future sort of holds. But as I said, take it easy. See you guys next time. And Storm, guess what? You know how to hold the ball. Take it easy. See you guys next time.